Omoyele Sowore, let's get a bit close and personal.
Yes.
Human rights activist, pro-democracy campaigner, founder of Sahara Reporters. Many even said that, you know, that online platform played a critical role in shaping opinions in 2015, and even, if I can be a bit bolder, helped the incumbent to win the election. Divided opinions as regards that. But what really are you bringing to the table? We've heard the story of how at 12 years old you learned how to ride a bicycle to fish for the family. How have these things shaped you to become, you know, perhaps a president?
Yes. So I have, of all the candidates, I have the longest history of engaging with Nigerian people, doing what is right when it's difficult to do it. I started at the University of Lagos in 1989, fighting along others like Gani Faweme, Wole Soyinka in this country, Femi Falana, to restore democracy tonight. So the democracy we are enjoying today in Nigeria was as a result of sweat and pain and blood of people like me, not me alone. And that was when I was 21 years old. I was behind Abiola fighting to de-annul the June 12th election. After the annulment went through successfully with the military, we eventually kicked them out in 1999. So I want to remind you that this is not the first time I'm doing this. It's not 2015, but it's understandable that some people did not get to the internet until 2014. So they wouldn't have understood that I also fought against third term when Obasanjo was trying to become a Mugabe in Nigeria, and that I fought against the Yar'Adua cabal when Goodluck Jonathan was prevented from becoming the president, which was his rightful constitutional right at that time. They also forgot that I fought corruption in this country by exposing corruption at all levels in the last 12 years that I started Sahara Reporters. But most importantly, that I'm an entrepreneur, that also I'm a lecturer, a professor that taught for 8 years at a university in New York. And also that I attended one of the best universities in the world, one of the 10 best universities in the US, Columbia University, where I studied master in public administration. So I'm the first person who's going to be president of Nigeria who actually has a public admin knowledge.
So how will all of this bring to bear in terms of the deliverables come 2019? Do you understand the economy enough?
I'm giving you the insurance.
What do you even think is the most fundamental problem that Nigeria faces today in such a way that you can begin to...
When you say most, you're assuming that we are facing just one.
Yeah.
We face 10. And in solving the problem, you must solve all the 10, start at, with the 10 at the same time.
Yeah.
First is security. Of course, nobody is secure in this country today. Second is the fact that we're all in darkness. We don't have electricity, power. And without that, what Ms. Kingsley is proposing will not happen. You cannot have skill acquisition centers if you don't have electricity. You can't have skill acquisition centers if you don't have infrastructure. You can't have progress and end poverty when farmers can't take their goods from where they are grown to the market where they need to sell them. So infrastructure is key for us. We will fight corruption, which everybody knows I know how to do very well. In fact, I do it better as an individual than the entire government of Buhari has ever done. I know how to create an economic system that will make people prosper, because economy that they are talking about is not the kind of political economy that empower people. It's the economy of World Bank, prescription. And World Bank came out 3 days ago and said they are sorry. They have been leading Nigeria in the wrong direction. And the last, instead of investing in health and education, they ask you to invest in other things that will help the companies that are coming from the West. But I have done it so far. We were the first in this country when we were in our 20s fighting against the World Bank. You have heard about the anti-SAP protests in the early 90s.
Yes.
We were saying that education was more important and health was more important, because without health you can't have prosperity, you can't have production, and you can't grow the economy. The World Bank just accepted that, but we are not going to get the Nobel Prize for it. And what I'm telling you, to remind you again, is that you ask, and I'll answer very quickly. What do I know better than all these people? What do I have to bring to the table? What I gave you in terms of my background is the insurance that whatever I'm promising you in our manifesto, which we call SPICER Hit, will be delivered without any inhibition.
It's all right.
Because there's courage and there's integrity and pedigree to do it.